precious few. I didn't really want to talk about them. You think, well, don't then. Somebody, fuck you. But somebody might say. But somebody might be interested because it's Star Wars. So some of you I know don't care for Star Wars. I bought a lot of Star Wars books when I was a young adult. Well, just in my early teen, well, before my early teens. Largely, I was mad about the X-Wing books, which I still have. And as I said about in one of my recent videos, I'm losing track of what I'm saying and what I'm doing. I think I'm going through them just to take my mind off things because I've got a bunch of books about the war and stuff to get through. Including, by the way, if I don't talk about it, a book I last read a few years ago now, rented out from the library, called The Kindly Ones by Jonathan Little. It's one of the most haunting books. It's still etched in my psyche. It was fairly controversial as well because he got in the head of somebody that worked in the Einsatzgruppen, the extermination squads on the Eastern Front. But anyway, that's not the subject for now. I'll try and put the image in my top right. I mean, I put this sort of thing on the wall saying stay home because of the NHS. I might move it so you can actually see it. Revenge of the Sith novelisation. Now, ordinarily I stay away from most novelisations, the exceptions being my Star Trek 2 one because that gave me backstory and it's about that thin. I'll put my fingers where you can see them. And I haven't got the other two prequel novelisations, and I haven't got the Disney trilogy, although I'm thinking about getting The Last Jedi because it's got a bit extra, and I might get Solo because I didn't mind the film. Anyway, this occupies a rather curious place because it's actually better than the film in some strange way, or at least it feels better. There's a lot of prose. Some people say it's 100 pages longer than the other two prequel novelisations, apparently. Some people don't like it. A lot of people, judging by Goodreads.com and the Amazon reviews, are quite complimentary because it gives meat to the bones and it changes the perception of the film. I mean, it says it's based on the screenplay, so obviously because it has come out for when the film does. So I think I got this when the film came out or when the DVD came out, and then waited until I'd watched the film anyway. And it's does things like when the Emperor when the Jedi go to arrest Senator Chancellor Palpatine, and they pull it as a transcript from was it the from the recording of his office recording, and then it's like it describes the lightsaber fight as light versus dark, hero versus hero, and all this stuff. The funny thing is, I was reading today on Wikipedia that when Disney said that all of the expanded universe, now known as Legends, was decanonized in 2014, so was Revenge of the Sith, the novelisation, despite the fact it's a novelisation of a film, which I would have thought makes it, I guess because of what some of it involves some of the book, the prequel book to Revenge of the Sith, Labyrinth of Evil. So I don't know. But if you're going to read, if you vaguely like Star Wars, or you do like Star Wars, it's worth a read if you're interested. I mean, to me, I got really self-conscious reading my Star Trek and Star Wars books in the past couple of years, in case people were judging, because I'm on the tube to and from work. If I see somebody reading, I get nosy, and because I'm always curious what people read in this day and age. Because you go into W.H. Smith, Warstones, and that, and they got the latest flash in the pan on the bookshelves, the latest murder mystery, the latest whatever, some idiot footballer's biography that's been written by him. They're escapism. I'd read it with flout on like that. But then, about 7 years ago, I started to educate myself, so to speak. I got this idea in my head that I needed to be well read. So, I've gone off into Gunter Grass, and I've gone into Evil and War massively. Hans Fallada, who else have I got? Rudyard Kipling, Ernst Junger's Storm of Steel, F. Scott Fitzgerald, and Jack London. But then I used to like the White Fang TV series. So yeah, and they're what they are. And my late friend went out of his way to buy as many as he could up until when he got the diagnosis. Excuse me. And yeah. So yeah, I've got another 10 to get through. According to my profile spreadsheet, I've read 22 books since the day I lost a job. But then I've always been a fast. I've actually read more books in the past since last June. Thanks to the job, probably, you know, being on the tube and train than anything else. So, like I say, check it out if you can. This is what I should have worn when doing it, like how Jeff Marshall wears the tube colour lines he's covering on YouTube. God, look at it. Let's see if I can turn around. Come on. I got it when I met Anthony Daniels on for getting the Revenge of the Sith DVD, but unfortunately it's a touch too small, hence why it's still in good shape. 15 years ago this October I got the DVD. So yeah, read the book.